there's a danger lurking in plain sight, and the scariest part is that most of us don't see it until it's too late. These aren't dangers that leap out at you with flashing warning signs. No, they are subtle, deceptive, just like Paul warned in Philippians 3:2. Watch out for those dogs, those evildoers, those mutilators of the flesh. Dogs in the ancient world weren't cute companions. They were wild scavengers, attacking when you least expected it. So, who, or what, are the dogs in your life? Maybe it's the friend who smiles to your face but undermines you behind your back, or the opportunity that looks golden but drains your soul. Maybe it's even that whisper in your own head telling you, you're not enough. Whatever it is, you have felt their bite. But here's the question. What if you could spot these dogs before they pounce? Paul wasn't writing about actual animals. He was calling out the false teachers and manipulators of his day. People who looked good on the outside, but led others astray. They spoke smooth words, but their motives were poison. Sound familiar? Today, these dogs show up in flashy Instagram posts, false promises, and people who pretend to care. They tell you success means stepping on others, that you need to compromise your values, or that you will never be enough unless you fit their mold. Think about Samson. Here's a man with God-given strength called for a purpose, but he let Delilah, a smooth-talking dog of his day, pull him away from his mission. She didn't bite right away. No, she wore him down little by little, and when she struck, it cost him his strength, his sight, and almost his life. How often do we let the Delilahs in our own lives chip away at us? We give an inch, thinking it's harmless, and soon, we have lost miles of who we are. But here's the good news. You don't have to fall victim to the dogs. In fact, you can rise above them. And today, we are not just talking about avoiding the bite. We are talking about how to guard your purpose, your peace, and your progress. There's a story most people miss in the Bible about Nehemiah, the man rebuilding Jerusalem's walls. He faced his own dogs in the form of Sanballat and Tobiah, critics who mocked him, tried to distract him, and even plotted to harm him. But Nehemiah had something powerful: focus. When they told him to come down from the wall, he said, "I am doing a great work and cannot come down." What if we could all adopt that mindset? What if, instead of entertaining distractions, we stayed laser-focused on our calling? Think about it. In your own life, what walls are you rebuilding? Maybe it's a career, a relationship, or even your self-esteem. The dogs will come. They always do. But like Nehemiah, you can choose to stay on the wall. How? By knowing your purpose, setting boundaries, and refusing to let the noise pull you away from what matters most. Now, here's something practical. Start paying attention to the small signs. The dogs don't always bark. Sometimes they nudge. A friend who only calls when they need something. A job that demands more and more but gives less and less. A habit that feels harmless but steals your time and energy. When you notice these signs, pause. Ask yourself, is this drawing me closer to my purpose or pulling me away? And if this is resonating with you so far, now's a great time to subscribe to this channel. Why? Because every video on here is about helping you guard your mind, protect your purpose, and thrive in a world full of distractions. If you want more of that, hit subscribe and stay connected. You won't regret it. Let's revisit Paul's words. Watch out for those dogs. He wasn't just warning the church in Philippi, he was warning us. The world hasn't changed as much as we think. False promises, deceit, and distractions are still everywhere. But so are the tools to rise above them. Think about Jesus in the wilderness. The enemy came at him with lies, twisting even scripture to tempt him. But Jesus responded with the truth. He knew who he was, he knew his mission, and he didn't waste time entertaining the enemy's schemes. You can do the same. When doubt creeps in, respond with truth. When distractions call you off your wall, stay firm. When dogs try to steal your peace, remind yourself that you are doing a great work, and you cannot come down. Here are 3 quick truths to keep in mind. 1. Not every opportunity is good. Even Satan can disguise himself as an angel of light. 2 Corinthians 11:14. Just because something looks good doesn't mean it's meant for you. 2. Your time is sacred. Ephesians 5:16 says, to make the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. Don't waste your time on distractions. Third, God equips you to stand firm. Ephesians 6:10-18 describes the armor of God, and it's not just poetic, it's practical. Truth, faith, and righteousness are your tools to resist every dog that comes your way. So here's the takeaway. You don't have to let the dogs win. With focus, wisdom, and faith, you can guard your heart, protect your purpose, and walk boldly toward the life God has for you. Paul's warning in Philippians 3:2 isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to empower you. Because when you watch for those dogs, you gain the clarity to stay on your path and the strength to fulfill your calling. Now, we want to hear from you. What's one dog you're keeping an eye out for in your life? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. And if this message hits home for you, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Together, we can keep building, keep growing, and keep winning.